Oyasumi. I'm not even going to count down this week. That's the way we're doing it here right now. Oh boy. You know what? Forget that. Forget I said that first one. Just forget about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. 1, 2, 3. Oyasumi. Good night. And welcome to the nighttime podcast that you can listen to at any time of the day. Right off the top, right out of the gate, let's start in with a check-in. Let's just check in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well, obviously. As for myself, and I know I've said this for literally the past 4 or 5, maybe all of the episodes, the past 11 episodes I've done, but boy, am I not doing so hot. I feel okay right now. I feel at like a sort of, mid-range okay. That's good. Because we are, we're all about mental health in this podcast. I mean, not all about it, but I did, that's kind of what I have to talk about right now. Because let me tell you something. For the past 3 days, I have been physically and mentally ill to the point of I was this week I was bedridden for like 2 or 3 days. So that was a bummer, and I'm trying to come out of it. Something? Let's just say, I would like to say that let's normalize getting help, getting therapy, because oh my god, or counselors, whatever, getting the help you need, having the support system you need, because it can be hard out there. I know that, and I had a talk with my therapist, and they're not a sponsor of the show, but I use BetterHelp at the moment, and it's a really great service, especially for me right now, because I don't always I don't know, and this is actually something we're working on. I don't always know when it's going to get bad for me, like last year I had a full-blown another 3-day panic attack because to ask my boss for 4 days to go to Disneyland. Well, I didn't know I was going to Disneyland at the time. That's a story for a different episode. But yeah, and I hate to sound, everyone's well, I don't know. Maybe not everyone. Maybe not even as many people as that should be talking about it. But, it's been said more and more lately that more people have been talking about the stigma around mental health and getting help lately, which is good. But there's still work to do, because I was on the phone with my mom a month or two ago, and I mentioned, I have a therapy appointment, and 10 minutes or whatever. So I'm going to have to hop off this phone call. And she was like, oh, great. I've driven my children to need therapy. And I was like, no. Well, I mean, no. I was like, no, it's a good thing because at least I'm healthy enough to know that I'm not healthy. Does that make sense? Like, at least I'm not in denial that I need help. And I want to try to actively help myself. Does that, if that makes sense? So yeah, I don't know. I just think it's super important to talk about it, think about it, all that stuff. I again don't have a whole lot to talk about this week, so it's, this might be a super short episode. Literally, do you want to know the only thing I have on deck is the Demi Levato thing that happened 3 weeks ago. That's what I've got for you. And that's I just learned that today because I was listening to another podcast, the podcast that inspired me to do this podcast. And if you don't know what happened to Demi Levato 3 weeks ago, I don't know why it matters, but okay, so I did a little bit of research on this. I don't know. I don't even think I should be speaking on this because I don't really know who Demi Levato is. And while we're on the topic of like mental health, why not talk about what happened? So I think there was a documentary that came out recently about she has an eating disorder apparently. And there was a documentary, I guess, surrounding it. Maybe it was just her life and that was a segment of it. I don't know. I could not name you a Demi Levato song, if I'm being honest. And I don't feel good about that. I don't feel bad about it either. That's just what it is. Was she a Disney Channel star? I don't know. A lot of people that are super famous, they'll go, "Oh, they were on the Disney Channel," and I'll be like, I did not know that. So she had a documentary come out. Somewhere in there, it was mentioned, or it may have been the whole thing. I don't know. She's been struggling with an eating disorder, which I'm it's got to suck. It's got to suck pretty bad. But she went to a frozen yogurt place, Froyo. They call it Froyo, but there's an establishment called Froyo, but I don't think it's a Froyo chain. I think that it was just at a frozen yogurt place because the short for frozen yogurt is Froyo, although there is a chain called Froyo. It wasn't a Froyo, I don't think. But she went to a frozen yogurt place and she got upset and tweeted about the yogurt place. She tweeted "do better" or something like that. She got upset because she was in there and there's a lot of diet stuff. She saw sugar-free cookies and diet choice this and diet choice that, and that sort of I guess triggered her, which I get that, I understand. And then she went on Twitter and I don't know, told them to do better or whatever, and then they came back and were like, well, we also have that for people who are diabetic and celiac, people with celiac disease. So they were like, well, but she was like, no, you're perpetuating this crazy diet culture, which I get as well. Especially in LA, which I think I'm 90% sure is where this happened. I mean, especially in America, but especially like LA. I mean, I'm sure that like the diet culture stuff there is crazy. Um, which I get, like, and people were upset about it because she was attacking a small business during COVID, which I also get why people would be kind of like, whoa, that's not like I get, like I kind of get both, I get being upset because the diet culture stuff I think is real and not always helpful, but also, you know, also I get like maybe don't call out the frozen yogurt place while we're in a pandemic and small businesses are struggling. But also, and this is the other part, they probably now have like so much attention and maybe even traffic because of Demi Lovato. Maybe people are going and I don't know, getting a frozen yogurt because it was even mentioned. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. And I'm definitely 100% talking out of turn here. But I that's the only thing that I've seen recently. I've literally been in a just a black fog of nothingness, and I'm coming to you on Tuesday at the last second with nothing but Demi Lovato said something about a frozen yogurt place on Twitter, which I'm sorry about that, and I'm gonna come back at you stronger in the future, but I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I just don't know what to talk about, but that's okay. Last episode, I believe I was raving the entire time because I just watched the Mortal Kombat movie. And I'm so excited that it gained traction and everything because, I mean, not what I said, but the movie in general. They are making a second one. It's greenlit, and I'm excited. Honestly, I could watch 50 bad Mortal Kombat movies. If there were as many Mortal Kombat movies as James Bond movies, I would do the same thing that I do with James Bond. And I have seen every James Bond movie multiple times. I would watch every Mortal Kombat movie multiple times, even if it was bad, but good bad, not like, again, I hate to bring this up. I brought it up last episode, but because everyone shits on these two movies, but to be fair, they deserve it. The Dragon Ball Z movie and the Avatar, the Grass Air Bonder, The Last Airbender movies are two of the biggest franchise disappointments of all time. I could be missing, like, well, maybe the Super Mario Brothers movie. That could be the biggest. What is the biggest franchise of like a pre-existing thing? Something that was pre-exist. What's the worst pre-existing thing that turned into a movie that was just the best thing? It's got to be one of those two, maybe. It's at least in the top 10. I got to tell you that. Top 5. Both of those. Because Dragon Ball is everything. And for all of you who are asking, hey, Dragon Ball or Naruto? Dragon Ball. Are you kidding me? To be fair, I've never actually seen Naruto or read it. So that's not a fair assumption on my part. But I'm going to boldly say it as if it is a fact. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on it. I'm so excited that they're making another one. Okay, Here's what I'm not excited about though. On Facebook or whatever, I saw someone was like the best Johnny Cage that they wanted to see Jean-Claude Van Damme as Johnny Cage. Stop. I don't Jean-Claude Van Damme, even though the character originated from Jean-Claude Van. I see what you're doing. The character is supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's what they based it off of, and they want him to play in the movies. And I think that he needs to be significantly younger because I want to see the Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade love story. I want to see, and that's okay. That's ageist. I'm going to call who cares? Some people care. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. It's not, I guess Jean-Claude Van Damme and whoever played Sonya Blade could fall in love. They could do it. But isn't Jean-Claude Van Damme 103? I don't know. Who cares? Someone said Ryan Reynolds. I was like, I could see that. Preferably someone who knows more martial arts. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Well, hey, I don't know Ryan Reynolds' life. He could be a martial arts master. I don't know. I don't know him. I've tried his vodka. It was okay. No, it was good. No, I liked it. Aviation. No, it was good. I tried Tito's, and I don't like it very much. Tito's, you make a good product for most people. I'm not your target audience. I don't really like vodka that much. I'm not a. Oh, I'm gonna stop drinking for a little bit. I don't know why I brought that up. I have nowhere to go with that. I'm just gonna stop drinking for a little bit. I'm gonna try to go for a month because I've been going a little aggressively in this pandemic. It's been a little aggressive with my drinking, and I'm not happy about that. Because I get I just get depressed in the morning. Although, I love me some Dourlies. That Dourlies, wherever you are in Barbados, God bless you. God bless you. Dourlies rum. You are so delicious. I love you so much. I'm not going to drink you for a while. But you were made by angels in heaven. And then you were suckled from the golden teat of Jesus by angels and spit into the mouth of the world sexually, and it was mined in a sex god temple in Barbados somewhere, and that's where they get it. I love Dourlies aged rum. What can I say? I'm a big proponent of it. Not drinking for a while though, so none of that funny business for me. Oh my goddamn. Anyway, what was I talking about? Johnny Cage. Yeah, the guy who makes aviation vodka. Pikachu. Pikachu's good for the role. I think he'd be good. I can see an older, grumpier Johnny Cage in Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I can see where that could be cool too. But it's not my immediate preference. Although they could take that and make something totally cool with it. Hopefully the sequel is good. I told you last week I didn't have high hopes for the one that I just saw, but I ended up loving the shit out of it. Anyway, let's do a top 5. So this week, and I think I'm going to do this top 5 again in the future, when Aaron or with someone else on the show, maybe even get a few people in on this. And so this week I'm going to do my top 5 favorite Disney movies, and I want to fight with someone over this. I really want to pick a fight with favorite Disney movies. And these these are, in my opinion, the top 5 greats. Animated. Top 5 animated Disney movies. I should probably specify princess movies as well, because they are all princess movies. Let's go from 5 to 1. Let's start at 5. Number 5, Aladdin. One of the best movies of all time. Aladdin. It's short. It's sweet. Also like the number 4 pick. It is adventurous. There's a genie. It's Robin Williams. He's blue. What more could Prince Ali, generous he Ali of Babwa. Come on. That's number 5. And I think my list is probably maybe controversial to some. Maybe not. Some would probably be like, why isn't Aladdin at number 1? And I'll tell you why. It's because I have a favorite. Number 4, Mulan. Also short and sweet. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to watch. I'll tell you what. Whenever it starts, when the fucking bass drops, I mean, metaphorically, when it goes, ah, at the beginning, chills run the fuck up my spine, man. That I get instant injection of feelings. Feelings get injected into my body, and I float away. It's heroin. I think it's just a black screen, and then and then you're transported into this beautiful. I haven't seen the live action version. I don't think I've heard much about it. I don't know whether people thought it was here or there. I really don't know anything. Pretty good list so far, right? Here's where I'm going to throw people off, I think. Number 3, Frozen 2. This is where it starts to get controversial. I think. I don't think, ever since Frozen 2 came out, I was not a fan of Frozen 1 until I watched Frozen 2, and then I rewatched Frozen 1, and I was like, oh, this is kind of great. And now I'm in Frozen fever, baby. I watch Frozen every other week because it calms me down. And if you have a problem with that, you can suck on my sweet nips. Frozen 2 is great. It's even better than the first one. And by that knowledge, you know that Frozen 1 isn't 2 or 1. So, can you beat the ice knock? No. I think the music in 2 is better. I think that 2 has a better story. I think that 2 is funnier than the first one. I like, again, the songs are great. The next right thing is just do the next right thing. I love that. See, I love that message. Just do the next right thing. That, it's that movie came to me when I needed it. I think is maybe why I love it so much. And that message came to me when I needed it. And I think that's why I love that movie so much. Yeah, Frozen 2 is pick number 3. Where am I going with this? What's 2 and 1? And let me tell you something about 2 and 1. 2 and 1 actually tie for number 1. Because I can't... And these two are both... number 2 is, in my opinion, the quintessential Disney movie. The quintessential Disney princess movie. Yeah, sure, Snow White was the first one. Not the best one, but it's the first. I mean, it was the first I'm going to do a whole episode on Snow White, I'm sure. A whole podcast episode dedicated to the Snow White movie, but I don't like it that much. I don't like it that much, other than it being an advancement in storytelling, like historically great. I don't enjoy watching it the way I love watching this movie. Sleeping Beauty. Number 2, the quintessential Disney princess movie. Oh, what about Cinderella? What about Cinderella? What about her? It's a terribly animated movie. Watch it again. Watch it the fuck again. Cinderella is terribly animated. Not with bad intentions, but it's like and maybe this was the case, it's like they had no money. It's like Disney ran out of money and were like, let's do something. It's not without its charm. It's not without it. It had beautiful. Character designs, and all everything was set up to be good, and then I'm taken out of it by the singing mice. I don't know. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty, in my opinion, is number 1 because it's beautifully animated. It's one of the most beautifully animated movies of all time. If you don't it just is. Look at the detail in the backgrounds in that movie. It's fucking insane. When they were doing research and development for that movie, they went to England or something. They went to castles, and they saw these tapestries, and I think they saw that the famous unicorn tapestry, and they were like, let's make this like a tapestry which tells a tale. And they got the artist, I can't remember his name. I'll have a whole Sleeping Beauty episode. I'll have a whole Frozen 2 episode. I'll have a whole... Yeah. Dude. I could talk about Disney movies a lot. Anyway. They were like, let's make it like a tapestry. And the guy that they got to do the background work made just the best. It was beautiful. It's beautifully designed, and the Prince Philip isn't a complete dipshit, which is nice. He actually has a sword and shield, and there's a dragon, Maleficent. It's fucking fabulous. Are you fucking kidding me? I also love the Maleficent movies, 1 and 2. Suck my fucking nips. if you disagree, or have a good day. Just have a good day. Yeah, man. Sleeping Beauty, number 2. Number 1. And remember, this is just my top 5 is Alice in Wonderland. And that's just because Alice in Wonderland to me is one of the greatest stories. I said earlier that all of these were princess movies. They're not, because Alice in Wonderland isn't. These are just my top 5. And these are certainly the top 5 that I like out of enjoyment. I mean, Great Mouse Detective. I like watching Robin Hood, but Alice in Wonderland has long time been my favorite Disney movie. When I was a kid, it was The Lion King, which you'll notice didn't even make the top 5. And that's because I love The Lion King. I respect The Lion King. But I watched that shit every day when I was a kid. So I still love that movie. I don't know. It's just not, you get older and you you stop watching kids movies. No, you don't. I don't. I watch more. I probably watch more kids movies than I watch adult movies. Don't know what that says. But Alice in Wonderland, beautiful, beautiful animation. Wasn't the most critically acclaimed Disney movie. Disney himself didn't like it that much. And you know what I can say to you, Disney? Suck on my nips. That's one of the best works of your studio. That's my top 5. And that's the podcast. I want to go over this. I really want to go over this again with more people, and I want to. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment your top 5 Disney movies. I really. I don't know. I don't know why that interests me so much, and I want to talk to other people and get like. I mean, I know Erin's top 5, but I want to go over that with her, and maybe even I'll get someone else on here, and I don't know, and not just you already know I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so thanks for sticking around. And I'm also gonna go over sometime the top 5 underrated Disney movies. Okay. Top 5 underrated. There are quite a few underrated ones. But that's our show. Thank you again so much for watching, tuning in every week. I really appreciate you. Tell a friend, subscribe, like, rate and review on iTunes, or I don't know if you can do it on Spotify. I don't know what you can do on Spotify and can't do. But thanks. And let's be healthy together and simultaneously have fun. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oyasumi. Good night. Have a beautiful night. Thanks for coming.